Hello there. In today's video, we're going to talk about multiplying decimals with whole numbers. The two examples we have in this video are both word problems. Let's start by reading the first one together. Martin bought 15 pencils. Each pencil cost 98 cents. How much did Martin spend? So we know that each is a keyword, and that keyword tells me that the strategy I need to use is get. G stands for group, E stands for each, T stands for total. Anytime I want to find group or each, I have to divide. The only time I have to multiply is for the total. And we said we can remember that because multiply has a T, and total is the only word that has a T in this case. So now we gotta plug in what we know inside the get. It says that each pencil costs 98 cents. So for each, I'm going to put 98 cents. We also know that each and total have to have the same unit. So if each is in cents or money, then the total also have to be in cents or money. Am I given the total money spent? No, that's actually what I'm looking for. It says how much did he spend? So I'm looking for the total spent. So I'll put a question mark. That means the other number that's given to me, which is 15 pencils, gotta go for group. Group will always have a different unit from each and total. Here, the operation that I have to use becomes clear. Since I'm finding the total, I know I have to multiply 15 and 98 cents. Anytime you're multiplying decimals, the first step is to count how many digits are after the decimal point. In this case, the 15 has no decimal points, so I don't have to worry about it. Only the 98 cents has a decimal point. So I gotta count, and we have a total of 2 digits after the decimal points. So I'm gonna keep track of that number on the side, and now I can erase the decimal point and just multiply like regular. I'm gonna start from right to left, and I will multiply the 8 first by everything at the top. 8 times 5 is 40, 0, and I carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4, that's 12. Now I can erase the 4 to not get confused later on. I'll do the same thing with the 9. 9 times 4 is 45, but before I do this, I must add a placeholder, and then I could start multiplying the second number. So 9 times 5 we said is 45, that's 5, and we carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 4, that's 13. So 3 and 1, and they can erase the 4. But now you can see why it's important to scratch the numbers you use, because then you don't get confused. And the best thing to do is use the place value chart lines to organize the columns. So here we have 0 plus 0, which is 0. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus nothing is 1. So now we have to go from the end of the number, and I go back 1, 2, and I put my decimal point. So my final answer is 14 and 70 hundredths dollars. $14.70 basically. All right, let's look at another example. Right here it says the bookstore is having a sale on bookmarks. Each bookmark is on sale for 84 cents. Each student in Ms. Duke's class decides to buy a bookmark. There are 23 students in Ms. Duke's class. How much will the class spend on bookmarks at the bookstore? We see the keyword each, so I know I have to use the get strategy. It says each bookmark is on sale for 48 cents. So right here, I'm going to say 48 for each. And I'm sorry, it was 84 actually. So I'll put 84 on the side for each. And now I know that each and total have to have the same unit. So if each is in money, or dollar sign or cents, then the total also has to be in money. It says right here in the question, how much will the class spend? That means I do not know how much is the total money. So I put a question mark there. And for the group, I'm going to put the last number given to me, which is 23 students. To find G, we said we're going to divide. To find E, we're going to divide. To find T, we always multiply when using the get strategy. So that means I'm going to multiply those two numbers. And it doesn't matter which one comes first or on the top. And then I'm going to count how many total numbers are after the decimal point. The first number has no decimal point, so I don't have to worry about it. The second one has 2 after the decimal point. That means I have 2 total. Now I'm going to erase the decimal point. I'm going to start by multiplying the 4 by everything at the top. 4 times 3 is 12, 2 and I carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then we're going to take out that 1 now that I used it. Then I'm going to add my placeholder, and I will do the same thing with the second number. 8 times 3 is 24, 4, and I carry the 2. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18. So that's 8 and 1. And it's getting a bit tight there, so let's organize it. And then I'm going to add those two numbers, and I'll put the answer right here. 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 plus 4 is 13. 3, and I carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So the sum of 92 and 1840 is 1,932. We're not done until we place the decimal point back in. Because we have 2 right here, I'm going to start from the end of the number, and then I will go 1, 2, toward the left side. So my final answer is
$19.32.